If you are looking to buy or sell a home in Ottawa in the coming months, you'll want to stick around to hear what I'm going to share today. I'm here to let you know what is going on in the Ottawa real estate market in a way that actually helps you understand how the numbers affect you as a buyer or seller. My stats cover what is going on within the City of Ottawa boundaries. This does differ from what you see released by our local real estate board and most other realtors with their monthly updates. The first thing to consider is months of inventory. The months of inventory is a ratio of how many homes are on the market and how many homes have sold in the past month. So if no more homes were listed for sale, it represents how many months it would take to sell all of the currently listed homes given the same rate of home sales that we're seeing. As a buyer, you want to see higher months of inventory so that you have more selection and less competition. And as a seller, you want to have a low months of inventory so that your home sells more quickly. When there are fewer homes on the market and higher demand, that puts upward pressure on the prices, which is good for the sellers. In May, we had 2.37 months of inventory across all properties in the City of Ottawa. This is slightly lower than last month, which was just above 2.5 months of inventory. Comparing it to May 2024, which was at 2.52, it means that this May was slightly more active than last May. Because citywide stats for all property types isn't overly useful, I will break it down into the three main property categories. If you're looking at a detached home, there were 2.17 months of inventory at the end of May. Townhomes are seeing 1.48 months of inventory, and condo apartments are sitting at 3.95 months of inventory. This shows you that the condo market is much slower than townhomes or detached homes at this point. It's sitting on the edge of a balanced market, which by definition is 4 to 6 months of inventory. The average sale price of all properties across the City of Ottawa in May was $747,000. This was up 4.3% from April and 7.1% from what we saw in May 2024. Always remember that average prices are for all the properties that have sold, so it gets affected by exceptionally high or low priced homes selling. It skews the average. They're also the stats for the entire city, so prices differ vastly depending on which area of the city that you're looking at. Again, I'll break it down for the three major property types to give a bit more clarity. The average price for detached homes across the city was $938,000. Freehold townhomes were at $631,000, and condominiums, both apartments and townhomes, combined were $493,000. Even after breaking it down by property type, it's important to know what prices look for your specific home and your area. Ask your trusted realtor for the details on your specific situation, since the average prices differ across the various neighborhoods. Next up is the list to sale price ratio, which is a measure of how close the asking and selling prices are. In May, it remained at 99%, which means that on average, homes are selling for 99% of the asking price. Some points to remember here, though, are that if a property drops their price or relists at a lower price, it's a comparison to the final list price, not where they started out. Also, averages are for all types of sales. Some homes sell for well above asking, and of course, there's some that sell well below asking price. You need to know what's going on in your specific area for the types of home that you're looking for. My tip is to have this discussion with your trusted realtor. The next thing we'll look at is how long it is taking for homes to sell. This is the days on market, and it represents the time on the market for those homes that have sold. Citywide, we're seeing an average of 27 days on market. Typical to a spring market, this has been on a steady decline since January, when we were at 51 days. Last month, we were at 29 days. Expect that this number will start to climb again once we're getting into the summer months, as the spring market passes. Breaking it down into the property types, we see that detached homes are at 24 days, which is a drop from 27 that they were at last month. Townhomes are sitting at 25, which is the same as last month. And condo apartments are sitting at an average of 36 days, which is slightly quicker than the 39 days we saw last month. I feel like a broken record, but remember that it's important to know what is going on in your specific area because it's not the same all across the different neighborhoods of the city. If you're thinking about buying real estate in the near future and needing a mortgage, the rates are ranging between 3.84% and about 4.65%. These continue to be fairly steady, though fixed rates have gone up slightly over the last little while. The Bank of Canada held their overnight lending rate during the first week of June. This is the second consecutive hold on rates. As always, it's absolutely essential that you talk with a mortgage broker, ideally, or your representative at your bank to find out what the rates are for you and your specific situation. I know a little bit about mortgages, but they are the experts, so you need to talk to them. I'm happy to share that the Ottawa Real Estate Board has finally been able to determine what their error was with their monthly stats. If you've been following along with my updates over the past while, I've made mention that the board stats, which are generated from the Canadian Real Estate Association, or CREA, have been wrong. They were stating that there was a much higher level of inventory than there actually was, which was creating errors in the months of inventory stats that were being reported. Their stats should be correct moving forward, which will help everyone with a bit more clarity on what is going on. The news and print media get their information from the board's updates, so it's good to see them back on track. It may translate into a bit more confidence in the market now that the stats back up the fact that the Ottawa real estate market is continuing to chug along. Okay, so let's talk about the overall market now and how I foresee things trending. Our May market was, overall, slightly quicker paced than April. 2025 has still been a slower than normal year, but the market is definitely still moving at a decent pace. Personally, in my business, I've had the busiest spring that I've ever had being a realtor. My tips for buyers: the ability to spend weeks thinking about a potential purchase are gone. If you're looking for that turnkey A-plus home or something in a particularly trendy or popular area, you're going to have to make decisions fairly quickly and be prepared with your financing in place and your inspector ready for a visit. You will most likely still be able to have those conditions, but you need to be efficient and show that you're motivated. If you're a seller, my tips haven't changed much. Do everything you can to prepare your home to make it show better than the rest, and don't price with pie-in-the-sky prices. Price it realistically from the start. Homes that sell quickly sell for more money than those that work their way down testing the market. The bottom line is that whether you're buying or selling, you need to be working with a trusted professional who's going to tell you the truth about how your specific needs can be met in this market. If you're looking to talk to someone about the home you own or the home you plan to buy, you need someone on your side who's going to tell you the truth and lay things out clearly. The key is information and education so that you're making informed decisions on this huge financial decision. If you're looking to connect, my contact details are available in the notes or on my website. Otherwise, I'll be back here next month with an updated report on the Ottawa real estate market.